Good evening, everybody, and welcome back again to Grace Regato softball field on the Babe Ruth complex. And every time I do this, I have to mention Jeff Earp and Dave Raymond and a host of people from Babe Ruth who do such a tremendous job. They keep this field going, even though they used to have Babe Ruth softball. They don't have it anymore, because they keep it in great shape for St. Mary's, English, classical, tournament games. They do a tremendous job. They take care of a lot of kids. They keep a lot of kids out of trouble. During the summer, they're like major league babysitters for all people. Drop off their kids and come back a few hours later, and they're well protected by the Babe Ruth people who get them to play baseball all summer. And they do it for zero. They don't make a nickel. And I've said before, if you had to pay Jeff and Dave Raymond and all those Babe Ruth people, Rich Avery is another one, if you had to pay them an hourly wage, you couldn't afford it. So St. Mary's back in action again. They're coming off a win against Arlington Catholic yesterday, and they're in tough today, taking on a Division I Bridgewater Raynham. This is a game that was supposed to be the first game of the season, and it got weathered out. So we jumped in here. Lily Newhall on the mound again for St. Mary's. Rier Keefe, the shortstop, batting from the left side, will lead off for the Trojans of Bridgewater Raynham. And now they expect her to slap or bunt. Pitch is low for a ball. First baseman, third baseman charging. Outfield is playing a very shallow outfield. Second baseman cheating towards first. Shortstop shortened up. Twice missing outside for a ball. So that's become one of the new norms. The left-hand hitters, some of the right-hand hitters developed hitting lefties so they could get up and chip, slap, bunt. Because now if you bunt with 2 strikes and it's foul, you're out. You slap with 2 strikes, it's a foul ball. So 3-0. Keefe will be taking all the way here. Missing again, so 4 straight pitches. Newhall pitched 7 yesterday and didn't walk a batter. Emma Telpe, the second baseman, is the hitter. Let's see, look like they're expecting to play small ball again. Second baseman Grossi is now pinched in. First baseman is playing deep behind her. And Newhall down and away. 5 straight out of the strike zone. A little bit of a funny game. There's a dark clouds overhead. Right, left, all blue skies and puffy white clouds. In with a stolen base. Keefe got a good jump and got a good pitch to run. The pitch was high. D'Alessandro had to go way up in the air to get the pitch. So 6 in a row out of the strike zone for Newhall. They get the bunt down. Catano throws her out. Play goes 5-3 on the sacrifice. And Riley Spocchiaki, I hope. The catcher is the hitter. Here's what threatening to get on top with a runner at third and 1 out here in the top of the first. That pitch he bunted looked like it was out of the strike zone, too. High for a ball. Not an easy assignment for Newhall. I pitched for fast pitch for many years. I was lucky to play some great teams. That's the only reason I won games. But it's not easy to come back the next day. In for a strike. She pitched 7, and in less than 24 hours, she's right back here warming up, getting ready for another big game. Softball's the only time you can do that. You can't do that in baseball. Started to pull the trigger and held up, but was down and in. I think they may be checking the count. D'Alessandro asked the plate umpire. He checked with the base umpire. Now we're set. And that's ball 4. A walk, a sacrifice, a walk. Jenna Merlino. She's the third baseman. I'm not sure what the problem is with the umpire now. I think Pagluka had something to say to the umpire. Back to the dugout, back behind the plate. We're ready to go again. In for a strike. They let the runner go. So it's second and third now with 1 out. Bridgewater trying to put St. Mary's in a hole right away, and St. Mary's helped out with 2 walks. Very uncharacteristic for New Holland. There's not many games she gives up 2 walks, never mind 2 walks and 3 hitters. Good pitch right on the inside corner. So she jumps ahead of Merlino. Looking for one big pitch here. Hit foul out of play. So we'll do it again to Merlino. Strike 3 call. What a big pitch. That had a little bit of mustard on it. First baseman Leah Johnson is the hitter. One swing of the bat for Bridgewater can give them a lead. One more out can get St. Mary's out of a jam. Swing and a miss. It wasn't a suicide squeeze, although the runner at second thought it was. The runner at second was all the way to third base. The runner at third didn't go. If she gets it down, it's going to be a base hit because if you throw her out, it's the third out. So that's usually you wait till there's less than 2 outs to do that. Strike three call. What a outstanding for Lily Newhall. She lost it a little bit, walked two of the first three hitters. Second and third, one out, gets two big strikeouts. Bridgewater Raynham doesn't get on the board, and they don't jump out in front. And Lily Newhall put herself in a jam and then gets herself out of it with two big pitches for call third strikes. And St. Mary's will have a chance to get on the board first against Julia Newcomb, who's on the mound for the Trojans of Bridgewater Raynham. It'll be Brooke Maloney, the first baseman, leading off. Playing left field, batting second, Anna Franguli. Alyssa Grassi will play second base and bat third. In the cleanup spot is the center fielder, Marina DiBiasio. The designated player, Emily Rodriguez. A little different today. She's batting for Angie Catano, the third baseman. The right fielder, Jill Colby, will hit number 6. Sam Porozinski, who accounted for 4 of the 5 runs that St. Mary's got against Arlington Catholic. She scored 2, knocked in 2. She's batting 7th. She's the shortstop. Hitting 8th. First time we'll see Lily Newhall hitting and not being hit 4. And bringing up the tail end of the batting order, batting 9th, is the catcher, Felicia D'Alessandro. So a big finish by Newhall after she put herself in a hole. And Brooke Maloney, the first baseman, will try to get it started for St. Mary's. I'll get it straight this time. Maloney bats left and throws left. Down and away for a ball. Again, St. Mary's in the first base dugout. Home is usually the third base dugout, but Frank wants to get rid of the sun. In for a strike. The count evens at 1. St. Mary's looking for 3 wins in a row. The only loss was against Gloucester. Another, I think, Division 1 team. Fakes like she's going to bunt, takes it low for a ball. Had everybody moving, especially the third baseman, Molino, charging. Swing and a miss. Newcomb can bring it. She gets the bunt down, pushed it a little too far. Nice play by the first baseman. Merlino's throw from third was in the dirt. Leah Johnson dug it out nicely. What a great play by the first baseman. So 1 up, 1 down. Anna Franguli, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Slices it foul. Hit back to the pitcher. Newcomb makes the play. Johnson's got her second put out. 2 up, 2 down for Alyssa Grossi, the second baseman. Sun is shining brightly. Big puffy white clouds. More blue sky over the ballpark. There's still a little bit of a black cloud. Nothing serious. The wind picks up a little bit. If you get up in the air, it's going to be a problem. Could be carry. Blowing out from home to the outfield. So anything in the air could be a problem. Or it could carry out of here. Crosby has done that a few times. Way up in the air to center field. She got under that just enough. She got a good swing, but didn't hit it solid and under it. So 1-2-3 inning for Newcomb and the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans. We played an inning. No score. St. Mary's and Bridgewater Raynham. 6, 7, and 8 for Bridgewater Raynham as we start the second inning. Kylie Hicks, the left fielder, leads off against Newhall. Popped up, long run. It's going to drop for a base hit. High pop up. It fell in behind the shortstop between left fielder and center fielder. And for the second inning in a row, Bridgewater Raynham has the leadoff hitter on. Julia Chaston, DHing for Julia Newcomb, the pitcher, is the hitter. Solid shot, but foul past third base. She got in front just enough to pull that foul. Down and in for a ball. Chops it foul towards the St. Mary's dugout. And Newhall is on top of Shearston. Sadie Keefe, the right fielder, on deck. Up and away, a good waste pitch. Trying to get Shearston to chase. Slice towards left field. It's going to go out of play. Almost like a little half swing, but just got it up and that get it up in that breeze, and it's going to carry. Pop foul back. So here we go again, Newhall against Shearston. That wind really picking up now. Swing and a miss. Looked like Newhall took a little something off. Nice pitch. The last 3 outs have been strikeouts. That's the first one swinging. The right fielder, Sadie Keefe, another lefty. Gets the bunt down. Cateno very quickly makes the play. Didn't waste any effort at all. Good strong throw to Maloney at first. And Bridgewater has another runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Ashley Jacques, the center fielder, is the hitter. Tries the bunt, pops it up. D'Alessandro makes the play. So again, Bridgewater has a mini threat to get the first hit of the game. Got a strikeout and a pop-up trying to bunt. Gets St. Mary's and Newhall out of the inning. And we'll move into the bottom half of the second, where it will be Marina DiBiasio, Emily Rodriguez, Jill Colby, 4, 5, and 6 for St. Mary's against Julia Newcomb, who had a fairly easy first inning. The bunt was thrown out at first. Grounded to the mound. She threw the runner out herself. And then Alyssa Grossi got under the pitch and just skyrocketed a high fly to center field for the out. Let's see, Mary's looking for their first base runner. Bridgewater Raynham brings in Army. They got 18 in uniform. Marina DiBiasio, we mention all the time, outstanding hockey player. Playing her second sport for Coach Frank Pagluca, who's in his first year here at St. Mary's. He's coached softball before, and I believe won a state championship before. He's done an outstanding job with the Lady Spartan hockey team. Popped up behind first base. Nice try by Leah Johnson, couldn't get to it. Swing and a miss, she chased a high pitch. That was shoulder high, if not higher. The 0-2 pitch up and coming. Newcomb doesn't waste much time. She rolled that one in. That wind really picking up. Hit foul off the backstop. Boy, hit up in the air today, it's going to be a problem. The 1-2 pitch again, up and coming. Rolls that one in to even a count at 2. High, long, and deep out of the park foul. She got all of that one, got way out in front of it. If that ball is fair, it's probably out of here. You might be able to hear the wind. God, boy, it is blowing. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Newcomb. It's gorgeous. Everybody is in t-shirts, shorts. Don't need a jacket or sweatshirt. It's very nice, warm. But that wind is really blowing. Hit foul off the backstop by Emily Rodriguez. She's hitting for the third baseman, Angie Catano. Solid shot into left center field by everybody to the fence. Around first, in with a stand-up double, Rodriguez. Shot and a half. Jacques, the center fielder, made a great effort going to her right. She had to reach across her body to try and spear it, but it split her and the left fielder Hicks. So St. Mary's has their first hit and their first base runner and their first runner in scoring position for Jill Colby, the right fielder. Pops the bunt up. Nice diving play by the third baseman, Molino. She was bunting for a hit, not a sacrifice. So Sam Porozinski, who had a day and a half yesterday, a triple and a single, knocked in 2, scored 2. St. Mary's only scored 5. She was 80% of the offense. Hit foul off the backstop. Another outstanding hockey player, and I mentioned him just about certain. I know she was 1, but I thought she was 2. All Scholastic Globe and Herald, and she certainly deserved to be. Good pitch for a strike. Quickly 0-2. High for a ball. That's a good waist pitch. Over the plate, but up around shoulder high or higher, trying to get Porozinski to bid. The 1-2 pitch. A solid shot. It's going to drop for a base hit. St. Mary's is going to get on top. Porozinski comes through again. A big 2-out hit. So St. Mary's gets on the board first. I told you what a great hockey player is. She's a pretty good softball player, too. She used the stick in hockey, but she makes good use of the bat in softball. Low for a ball. This is pitcher against pitcher, Lily Newhall. We haven't seen her hit. They've been hitting for her every game we've done. High for a ball. They throw it down, but Porozinski was already on the back. Now all of a sudden that wind has stopped, and it gets very hot. It's got to be 80 today. In for a strike. Newhall taking all the way. 2-1. Felicia D'Alessandro, the catcher, on deck. Low for a ball. 3-1, so Newhall can be choosy here. She can be a little bit fussy. It's got to be a pitch she can handle. 3-1 the count, pitcher against pitcher. And that's ball 4. First walk given up goes to the opposing pitcher. Puts runners at first and second. And I'm sure we'll have a runner for Newhall at first. And I apologize because the lineup card that Frank Pagluca gave me didn't have any subs on it. All it had was the starting lineup. So 2 on, 2 out. Here in the second inning, a run in for the Lady Spartans on a big 2-out hit by Sam Porozinski. Felicia D'Alessandro, the catcher, is the hitter. Top of the order, Maloney on deck. Chased that high pitch, a little out of the strike zone, but she liked it. Swung right through it. This inning started with a strikeout. Rodriguez got the first hit, a booming double. Wazinski's hit, and a Newhall walk extended the inning. And it's 1 strike to the catcher, D'Alessandro. In the dirt off the catcher. That's going to move the runners up. So that takes away the force at any base. So ground ball now, they have to go to first. I believe it's Niccolo, if I remember from past games, that's running, Julia Niccolo. We mentioned her name many times at Wyoming. In for a strike. That Wyoming group that went deep in their tournament. She was a big part of that. Newcomb was ready set to go. D'Alessandro stepped out. Swing and a miss, she gets her. Started with a strikeout, ended with a strikeout. But in between, St. Mary's got a big 2-out hit by Sam Porozinski. So we played 2 in this inter-conference game. Division 3, St. Mary's against Division 1, Bridgewater Raynham. St. Mary's has given Lily Newhall a 1-0 lead. It's St. Mary's 1, Bridgewater Raynham nothing at the end of 2. Top of the order for the Trojans of Bridgewater Raynham. Rhea Keefe, the shortstop, walked, leading off the ball game. 1 of 2 walks that Newhall gave up in that first inning, but then she came up with 2 big strikeouts to get out of it. Now they pull that little shift in. Grossi, the second baseman, is playing in like a first baseman. Maloney, the first baseman, is almost playing second base. They're expecting her to bunt or slap. In for a strike. Umpire likes that high strike. All right, Tries to slap it to third, fouls it off. All of a sudden, that sun has gone behind a cloud. It's sun is gone. The breeze is back, but it feels good. The 0-2 pitch up and coming. Up and away for a ball. Again, good job by Newhall. You don't want to throw the ball down the middle with 2 strikes. You want them to hit your pitch. You're ahead of them. That was a good shot. Trying to get it a bid. Hit the second base. And that's a place where it's the first baseman to the second baseman who became the first baseman. The way they had the shift, Grossi was up the foul line. Maloney was behind her, almost playing second base. So Maloney actually fielded that ground ball and threw it to Grossi. So the play actually goes 3-4 for the out. And they do it again. Grossi playing way in, looking for a bunt or a slap. Now, just as Newhall was getting set, Talpe stepped out. She sacrificed her first time up. Catano threw her out. That was after the runner down and away, after the runner stole second. Her sacrifice moved the runner to third. With 1 out, they couldn't score. You might be able to see that wind blowing as it blows the infield dirt from first to third out to left field. Didn't miss by much. And Talpe, the hitter, is the second baseman for the Trojans. Slaps it off the third baseman, and Catano went down. She's going to try to go to second, and she's out. Boy, that hit Catano down around the knee or the leg. Talpe can run, but she can't run that much. Great hustle. I think it was Porozinski that hustled over, got the throw. So she gets the base hit. It hit her. She went down in a heap at third base off her ankle. And I don't know if it was Newhall that went over. It might have been Newhall because I think Porozinski made the tag. But she was running. She was out by a lot at second base. And now they're out. Hopefully Catano was okay. That would be a huge loss. She's having an outstanding season at third base. She's been a vacuum cleaner over there. That was a hard shot. Lefty going the other way. Got her, I think, just below the knee or the ankle. And she went down in a heap, and she's still sitting down. Just gagged in the trainer out there trying to help her, trying to stretch it. Catano was up, stretching it. Miss Gagnon doing another great job. What a job she does for St. Mary's as a trainer. Her father was, for many years, he might still be, leading receiver in football at Salem High School. Marina, who made that throw? Who made it? Talking to Marina DiBiasio, you might have heard me. I was trying to find out who made that throw. D'Alessandro, the catcher, made the throw to the shortstop. Great. That's great hustle by it. She came from behind home plate to get the deflection off the third baseman. Made a perfect throw to second, and they cut the runner down. So there's 2 outs. For Spoxiaki. Line shot to the fence. That's going to be 2 bases easily. A shot and a half by Spoxiaki. So that throw by D'Alessandro is huge, because the score now would be 1-1. Emma Flaherty is the runner at second base. Jenna Molino, the third baseman, took a pitch right down the middle for strike 3, her first at bat. So they get the pop-up. Jumped on the first pitch. So they get 2 hits in the inning. One of them is thrown out trying to stretch it to second base on the slap towards third that almost incapacitated Catano. They get the 2-out double, but that's as far as they go. And as it was for Bridgewater Raynham, so shall it be for St. Mary's, the top of the order. Brooke Maloney, Anna Franguli, Alyssa Grossi to face Julia Newcomb, starting her 3rd inning of work. She's given up 2 hits, but they were almost back-to-back, a double, and after an out, a single by Porozinski, and that's the difference in the game, 1-0 St. Mary's. So that was a terrific play by D'Alessandro, the catcher, coming from behind home plate, getting the deflection off the third baseman who was laid out on the play, and heads up, throwing a strike to second base when the hitter tried. If the hitter doesn't try to get to second base, with her speed, she's going to score in that double. By Spoxiaki. Maloney tried a bunt, got thrown out by the third baseman. The umpire likes that high strike. Third baseman cheating in. Takes that pitch for strike 2. That was a perfect pitch. 0-2 to the Spartan first baseman. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Newcomb. And a Franguli bounced to the pitcher. Back in the first inning. Hits it to the backstop for strike one. That one bounces in. Evens the count at one. Popped up. Out of play over the St. Mary's dugout. Wow, what a pitch to take with two strikes. Oh my God. Lucky you don't call balls and strikes from out here because that would have been strike three. That did not miss by much. What a pitch by Newcomb. High for a ball. And the count goes 2-2. Here's what's brought some fans. It might be Newcomb's family. They're sitting out here and they didn't like that pitch before. And I can understand why. That's why you can't call them from out here. Foul tip held onto by the catcher. Nice job by Ziaki. So back-to-back strikeout swinging. Starts the bottom of the third. Alyssa Grossi skied to the center fielder. Her one trip. Up and away for a ball. High for a ball. In for a strike. 2-1 the count to the spot in second baseman. This is Grossi, another one that played her second sport for Frank Pagluca. She, her second sport, I should say, not for Frank Pagluca. She's an outstanding basketball player for Jeff Newhall. Way up and in for a ball, 3-1. Very good two-sport athlete, but she had an outstanding season this year. Catholic Central League All-Star. Could very easily have been the MVP. And that's ball 4. Second walk given up. Both of them come with 2 outs. Marina DiBiasio struck out swinging. As that sun pops out again from behind the cloud. In for a strike. Sky high in the air behind third base. It drops foul. You have to look to your left now. You get blinded by the sun. Popped up. First baseman in foul territory by about a step. Makes the play. So the walk doesn't hurt. We played 3 full here at the Grace Regato softball field. St. Mary's 1, Bridgewater Raynham, nothing. 5, 6, and 7 for the Trojans of Bridgewater Raynham as we start the 4th inning. Leah Johnson was called on strikes her 1 trip. That was when Newhall came up big with 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Struck out 2 in a row to get out of the 1st inning. In for a strike. Solid shot. Off Catano, can't make the play. Wow, they're picking on her. That was a line shot right at her feet. She had one chance to try and spear it. She knocked it down. And she has to walk around again. Boy, they're picking on her. Johnson gets a base hit. Third time in 4 innings, the Trojans have the leadoff hitter on. Hallie Hicks got a base hit, her first at bat. Hits a shot high and deep and foul out of play. She got all of that one. Hicks is the left fielder. Good pitch for a strike. Again, the umpire likes that high strike. Good waste pitch by Newhall. Going up and away, trying to get Hicks to chase. 1-2 the count. High for a ball. Count evens at 2. Tying run at first here in the top of the 4th. Nobody out. 1-0 St. Mary's leading. Change up, swing and a miss. She can't go because first base is occupied. What a nice pitch by Newhall. Julia Sherston struck out swinging her 1 trip. Good pitch for a strike. Hit to right field. Right at Colby, the right fielder. He almost didn't have to move. Sherston hit it well, but she hit it right at the right fielder. Sadie Keefe. She tried a bunch. She got credit for a sacrifice because she moved the runner up, but it was the second out in the inning. In for a strike. If you throw it here from the belt up, it's a strike. Boy, that didn't miss by much. Up and away for a ball. 2-1 the count to the Trojan right fielder. That's in for a base hit that's going to score a run. She winds up with a triple. Both players, left fielder Franguli, center fielder DiBiasio try to make the catch. When it dropped, they went down, and that allowed the runner from first to score. So they get a big 2-out hit. They almost caught it, but when they both went down, it skipped by them, and that allowed the runner from first, Johnson, to score and allowed Keefe to get all the way to third for a triple. Ashley Jacques tried a bunt and popped it up to the catcher. She bunts it again. Nice job by Newhall. Outstanding fielding. Got it to it very quickly. She's got to make that play or the run scores. But we're halfway through the ball game, and the Trojans have tied it with their 2-out hit. So that was a fly ball that split left and center field. They both tried to make the catch, and they were both leaning down. They both actually wound up on the ground. And by the time they went to get it, the runner at first had scored. Keefe had made it all the way to third. They were lucky she didn't score. And Newhall had to make a terrific defensive play because Jacques got that bunt down perfectly, but Newhall trumped her defensively and threw her out. So we're back where we started, dead even at 1 apiece. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for St. Mary's here in the bottom of the fourth. Emily Rodriguez lined a double into left center field and scored the 1 run. At the time, giving St. Mary's a 1-0 lead. The Trojans just tied it up with a run in the top of this inning. So now St. Mary's has to go to work. Down and in. Nuclear's been tough. She's only given up she only had 4 base runners, 2 hits, 2 walks. The 2 walks didn't matter into it at all. The 2 hits were a double and then a 2-out single by Porozinski. And now Bridgewater Raynham, it's a 2-out triple by Keefe. So 2-out hits have been the story here as we're dead even at 1 apiece. Low for a ball. Another shot. Nice play by the right fielder. She had to go 2 or 3 steps. A shot and a half by Rodriguez. She was looking for extra bases again. And the right fielder, Keefe, who just got the triple to tie the game up, makes the defensive play and takes it away. She got a very quick jump. If she doesn't get to that, it's extra bases. So Colby popped to the third baseman trying to bunt her 1 trip. Swing and a miss. Looked like she wasn't ready when Duca was bringing that pitch. Wow, that pitch was way over her head. Newcomb got a break with that pitch. That was way out of the strike zone, flailing away, and Colby reached up and swung right through it. Sam Porozinski got the big 2-out hit in the second inning to give St. Mary's the lead at 1-0. I told you yesterday she got a triple and single, knocked in 2 and scored 2, and St. Mary's only scored 5. So she beat Arlington Catholic by herself yesterday. The game was 5-3. She beat Arlington Catholic 4-3. High for a ball. Three and 0 as the pitch is in the dirt. You might be hearing that screaming and hollering. That's the St. Mary's dugout. The 3-0 pitch up and coming to the St. Mary's shortstop, Sam Porozinski. So on 4 pitches, she draws a walk. And it'll bring up Lily Newhall, the pitcher, who drew a walk back in the second inning. Third walk given up by Newcomb. None of them have advanced. They've already, all of them have come with 2 outs. Way up and in for a ball. Swing and a miss. Swings to the pitch again. Down and in for a ball. Another tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Pitcher against pitcher here. Strike 3 called. Her 3rd straight 2-strikeout inning. This one called. So the walk doesn't hurt. We finished 4 here, and we're still right back where we started. Dead even. St. Mary's 1, Bridgewater Raynham 1 at the end of 4. Top of the order for the Trojans of Bridgewater Raynham as we start inning number 5. Briere Keefe walked, and they squeezed everybody in thinking she was going to slap or bunt, and the ground ball actually went to Maloney, the first baseman, who was acting like a second baseman because Grossi was playing way in, and Maloney actually threw to Grossi at first base. So it went 3-4 instead of 4-3. In for a strike. Speed galore at the top of the order for the Trojans. Reaches for that and slaps it foul in the direction of Catano. So 2 quick strikes. Way up and away for a ball. Hits it foul, slicing it by the left fielder, but it was foul. We've got a few Bridgewater Raynham fans right next to us. They got excited with that shot to left field. This is where Newell has to keep it in on the hands, not give her anything outside to push. Hit out in front. Can't make the play. Just a little chop. It's going to be a base hit. She leads an inning for the second time getting on. She stole second her first time. She walked to start the game and stole second. And you got to think they're probably going to give her a shot here. Emma Talpe sacrificed in the first inning, moving Keefe, who stole second, over to third. And she's the one that hit a shot off the foot of Catano that almost put her out of the game. They had a hurry to throw. No chance. She steals second base. So the go-ahead run at second with nobody out for Bridgewater Raynham. Tries to bunt and fouls it off. Ooh, what a pitch to take. Wow. Out at the plate. Nice throw. Safe at second. Great throw to the plate. Calvi just chopped it out. They threw the ball at first. She beat it. The runner tried to score from second. And a nice throw and a nice tag by D'Alessandro cuts the runner down. So now there's a runner at second with one out. Riley Spoxiaki is the hitter. She walked and doubled. So a big out here for St. Mary's and a big hitter for Bridgewater Raynham. Trojans looking to break a 1-1 tie. Keefe, we told you, speed galore. She just burst around third. Good heads up. Hit foul out of play. Maloney got the throw at first and didn't waste any time. She couldn't because they threw the ball home and they just nipped her at the plate. The 0-2 pitch. Strike three, what a pitch. D'Alessandro set up on the outside corner, and that's exactly where Newhall threw it. 2 away in the 5th. Jenna Molino, the third baseman, has struck out and popped to second. Into right field for a base hit. They hold the runner at third. Good job by Colby to get to it very quickly. So that extends the inning. That looked like it was going to be 2-1. Nice play by Jill Colby, getting to that ball very quickly and getting it back in. Sent out Frank Pagluca to talk to the troops. I'm sure he's telling them, we're going to let her go to second base. We're not going to try to throw her out. Leah Johnson got a single leading off the 4th and scored on the triple by Keefe to get the Trojans back in this game at 1-1. Now she's got a chance to get Bridgewater Raynham in front. First and third with 2 outs. 2 big plays, the throw out at the plate, and now Colby getting to that base hit very quickly and getting it back in. And they held the runner at third. Two outs, I thought the runner would be going, and it would take a perfect play to get her at the plate, but they held her up at third. So a break for St. Mary's. And a nice play by Colby. Leah Johnson had a chance to get Bridgewater Raynham on the board in the first inning. She took a call strike, but she made up for it by getting a hit and scoring the tying run. In for a strike. That ball hit her in the leg. So the bases are loaded. Allie Hicks singled in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th. St. Mary's needs an out. Bridgewater Raynham needs a hit or an error or a wild pitch, pass ball. Swing and a miss. Foul ball. Any kind of a ground ball, St. Mary's got to play at any base, including home plate, with the bases loaded. The count 0-2. St. Mary's a strike away from getting out of it. Bridgewater Raynham, a swing of the bat away from getting the lead. High for a ball. 1-2 the count. High for a ball. So we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big pitch coming up here. You don't want to go to 3-2 and have those runners on the move. Down and in. So here we go. The biggest pitch of the day. 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded, 1-1 the score here in the top of the fifth. Huge pitch here for both teams. Hit in the air, long run, foul ball. So the beat goes on. Everybody will be on the edge of their seats, biting their nails as we got another big 3-2 pitch. Colby with a long run, just couldn't get there. Playing off the line for a right-handed hitter. So here we go again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Everybody in the ballpark is saying, what was that? I don't know how you even took that pitch on 3-2. So that pitch has put Bridgewater Raynham ahead. Wow. Should be strike 3 just for taking that pitch. Boy, that was... St. Mary's fans are saying, yes, strike 3. Until the umpire said ball 4, they couldn't believe it. I'm not sure what we're doing now. They got a pinch runner at second base. But I don't have a number 24 on the lineup card they gave me. I have a 4, Taylor Fight, feet. So Bridgewater Raynham has come back to take the lead. Line foul past first base. Julia Shurston is struck out and line right to the right fielder. She hit it solid, but hit it right at Colby. Chops it foul again off the fence, covering the St. Mary's dugout. Quickly 0-2. But you can almost hear a pin drop when that pitch was taken by the hitter. And then you heard the oohs and ahs when he said ball 4. Hit again the opposite way. The hit batsman extended the inning. Strike 3 called, but one pitch too late. They get the run. They got 2 base hits. He actually threw a runner out at the plate. The walk really hurt. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Gives Lily Newhall 6, but now St. Mary's has to go to work find a way to score. We mentioned they've only had 5 base runners. 3 of them walks, and all 3 walks came with 2 outs and didn't do any damage at all. The 2 hits they have was a double followed by a 2-out single by Porozinski to knock in the run. So they've only had 5 base runners, getting the 1 run. Nine, 1, and 2 for St. Mary's in the bottom of the 5th. Newcomb's had the only 1-2-3 inning in the game, the first inning. The 3rd and the 4th, she faced 4 giving up a walk, but again, the walks were with 2 outs. And she easily got out of the inning. She struck out 6. Popped up outside first base. The run for Johnson, she makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Brooke Maloney has had a bunt thrown out by the 3rd baseman. Last time up, she struck out swinging. She made that nice throw to the plate to cut the runner down. Looked like might keep him off the board. But then a hit batsman, load the bases, and a walk on that unbelievable 3-2 pitch. Looked like she was going to bunt, pulled it back, and went to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Takes it low for a ball. Fiddling around, trying to distract Newcomb as she was pitching the ball. I'll bunt. No, I'm not going to bunt. Yes, I am going to bunt. And it's 2-1. Way up. Off the catcher's glove, hit the backstop on the fly. 3-1. She'll be very fussy here. They need a base runner. That's a strike, and the other pitch was not. Someone's got to explain to me what the umpire strike zone is, because I haven't figured it out, and I'm a former umpire. The 3-2 pitch, another big pitch coming up. That's ball 4. Now the Bridgewater fans next to me are complaining. At least he's fair to both sides. Anna Franguli bounced to the pitcher and struck out swinging. You would think you would see a sacrifice here. Nice play by the 3rd baseman. That almost went by. Franguli almost pushed it by as high pitch, he popped it up. And the 3rd baseman, Melino, made a very nice play. One more step that would have been over her head. Alyssa Grossi has flied to center and walked. low for a ball. In for a strike. One, two, the count. I was just about to say up and away. He likes that high pitch. Pop foul back. Maloney was on the move. Low for a ball. Maloney's in with a stolen base. First one for St. Mary's. So she's in scoring position with one out. Grossi the hitter with Tibiasio on deck. St. Mary's trying to answer back. Down and in for a ball. And again, the Bridgewater fans questioning. It's almost like every pitch is taken. Spartan fans or Bridgewater fans are oohing and ahhing. Swing and a miss. So once again, she gives up the walk, this time with one out. And she gets a strikeout. 7 strikeouts for Newcomb. St. Mary's leaves another base runner, this one in scoring position. We played 5 full. Bridgewater Raynham 2, St. Mary's 1. 8-9-1 for Bridgewater Raynham as we start the top of the 6th inning. St. Mary's bunts their 2 hits in 1 inning to get a run. Sadie Keefe, a 2-out triple, knocked in the run that tied it in the 4th inning. Pop foul out of play. Hit foul again. Up and away for a ball. Hit in the air, coming on. The left fielder had it, popped it up, and then got it again. Talk about giving coaches gray hair. She went running to her right, got there, made the catch it looked like, then it popped straight up in the air, and she was able to grab it the second time. So a shaky first out starts the sixth inning. Ashley Jacques popped to the catcher trying to bunt, and then got a bunt down, and Newhall made a great play where the runner from third scoring would have been the second run of the inning, give Bridgewater a lead. She threw Jacques out at first base. Now she does it again with another nice play. She helps herself nicely. Second time she's done that. 2 outs, top of the order. Riere Keefe walked, got around to third, got stuck there. She grounded out that one of those rare 3-4 because they switched everybody around thinking she was going to bunt or slap, and Grossi, the second baseman, wound up playing in shallow at first base. And the ground ball went to Maloney behind her, and Maloney, the second baseman, threw it to the first baseman threw it to the second baseman, Grossi, covering. So the play went 3-4. Last time up, she got a base hit. She hits it to second. They're not going to make a play. She's too quick. Maloney stopped her from going in the outfield, but easily beats it out. A slap. Once she gets it down, she's virtually on because she can fly. And now you got to watch. She's going to steal second base, or at least give it a try. Emma Talpe sacrificed, singled, and she got a base hit with Keefe at second base, and Keefe tried to score from second. And they threw her out at the plate, but Talpe wound up going to second on the play. And she was the one that scored on the walk with the bases loaded. So she's 2 for 2 with a run scored, and a very important run scored. Long run, can't get there, foul. They called her out for stepping out of the box. She's up, trying to slap or hit, going the other way. She stepped either on the plate or over the plate. So that's the third out. So they had the hit. They didn't get a chance to steal second base. Eight hits for Bridgewater Raynham, 2 for St. Mary's. As a bases loaded walk on a 3-2 pitch, there's a difference in the game. Newcomb has walked a hitter in each of the last 4 innings. None of them have scored. 3 of them came with 2 outs. One stole second base, but it was with 2 outs. And Newcomb come up with a big strikeout. So St. Mary's will have 4, 5, and 6. They're running out of room on the score sheet. We're in the bottom of the 6th. They need at least a run to stay alive. Maria DiBiasio was struck out and popped to the first baseman behind first base in foul territory. In for a strike. Newcomb's been tough. Solid shot by DiBiase, but she got out in front of it, pulled it foul. Marina was the spot in center fielder. Missing low for a ball. Hit off the shortstop. DiBiase will reach on the error. That's the first time the leadoff hitter has been on base for St. Mary's, and it comes in the bottom of the sixth. Emily Rodriguez lined a double to left center field and hit a shot to right field that the right fielder made a nice play on, moving 3 or 4 steps to her right and picking it off. She gets the bunt down. It's foul. Pushes it foul. So the first hitter to reach leading off the inning gets on with the error. It was a hard shot, but right at the shortstop. And it just kind of handcuffed her and she bobbled it. And DiBiase, the tying run, is at first base. Up and away, that almost went to the backstop. Nice job by the catcher. Sparksiaki. It's been fun pronouncing her name all day. The Bridgewater fans are now moaning about that call. Again, an unbelievable pitch to take with 2 strikes. Foul tip held onto by the catcher. Nice job. Sparksiaki, they got a really good hitter out. Jill Colby has popped the third and struck out swinging. She gets the bunt down, and they throw it away. Safe at the plate, they bobble the ball, and Colby winds up at third. St. Mary's just tied it up. Errors all over the place. They got the bunt down. They threw it away at first base. They took a shot, sending DiBiase home. The catcher had it, couldn't hold on to it. DiBiase safe. Colby hustles all the way into third. St. Mary's has the go-ahead run at third with 1 out, and probably their best hitter, Sam Porozinski, up at bat. She is singled in, the only run they had up until now. And she walked the last time. And I got to say, if I was Bridgewater Raynham, I wouldn't pitch to her. With the go-ahead run at third in the bottom of the sixth. So the error started the inning, a big strikeout. But then Colby got the bunt down. She gets credit with a sacrifice. They threw the ball away at first. DiBiasio just kept going. The right fielder tracked it down. But by the time they got it to the plate, DiBiasio slid in safe. Colby winds up at third. Missing low for a ball. Solid shot into right center field. That's going to be extra bases. Porozinski does it again. I told you I wouldn't pitch to her. She's got her second RBI. Colby scores the run, and St. Mary's is leading 3-2. Lily Newell has a chance to help herself. She's walked and struck out. High for a ball. So 2 errors in the inning have been early Christmas gifts for the Spartans. High again. That's one of the reasons why a lot of, especially left-hand hitters, bunt or slap, because if you get it down, they have to make a play. They got the bunt down. They don't make the play. And it aids the team up at bat every time. In for a strike, 2-1. Popped up. Second baseman calls everybody off. Makes the play just behind second base. Two-way for Felicia D'Alessandro. So Porozinski getting it done again. She makes me look good when I say I don't think I would have pitched to her. And then she gets a double. And I say, now I know I wouldn't pitch to her. This one was a one-out single. A double, excuse me. The last one was a one-out, a two-out single. In for a strike. So St. Mary's only got 3 hits. Porozinski got 2 of them. And they're leading 3-2. High for a ball. Looked like she almost said, I think I'll swing at that, and in the last second said, nah, no, it's high. Shoulders jostled a little bit. Popped up. It bounces. It's one of those little pops. Got by the pitcher. Long run for the second baseman. It just died. D'Alessandro's got a base hit. Porozinski's at third. First and third for Brooke Maloney, the first baseman. brings a confab out to the mound, and the wheels turning in both dugouts. Two big errors in the inning and the big hit by Porozinski. And a very aggressive base running by St. Mary's, sending DiBiasio home. And it just got there as the ball was coming and managed to knock it loose. Porozinski almost, she thought that ball was going by. Nice stop by the catcher, Spaziaki. She blocked that. Porozinski took off like that was going by. I was going to score. Had to hustle back. High for a ball. They let the runner go to second base. It's a pinch runner at second base, and I can't tell you who it is because I mentioned before the lineup card Coach Pagluca gave me didn't have any subs on it. Maloney, I think, is going to take this pitch. She's squaring like she's going to bunt, moving the bat around. And it's ball 4. So she keeps her streak alive. She's walked 1 in 5 straight innings. I think we got a pinch hitter, and I have no idea who it is. I'm sorry to say. The only other name I remember from past lineup cards is Payon. So St. Mary's has the bases loaded with 2 outs. Let's see if they can get a walk. Swing and a miss. Newcomb trying to keep it a 1-run game. St. Mary's looking for any way to score again or more. 8 hitters in this inning, helped up by the 2 errors. Nice stop again. Spaziaki has done a nice job behind the plate in this inning. St. Mary's could probably have a couple of more runs on pitches in the dirt. Looking ahead to Bridgewater Raynham in the 7th, they'll have the middle of the order, 3, 4, 5. Chase, that pitcher was way out of the strike zone. Down and in for a ball. Low again. Being a former umpire, I very seldom, and I'm not going to criticize this guy. The only thing I'm going to say is I would not use the word consistent with this umpire, but it's been both ways. He hasn't favored either team. The pitching, he's calling balls and strikes for both pitches absolutely the same. Again, a high pitch, but she gets the strikeout. So Smhs had a chance to add to it. They get two thanks to the two errors. They need 3 outs to get their 6th win, their 3rd in a row, and beat a very good Bridgewater Raynham team, but they got to get 3 outs. They lead it 3-2 at the end of 6. Here we go into the 7th inning. Smhs need 3 outs. Bridgewater Raynham needs a run. As I mentioned before, 3, 4, and 5. Raleigh Spogliacki, the catcher, she's done a great job behind the plate. She's also got a walk and a double in 3 trips. Last time up, she was called out on strikes. If it ends now, Newcomb only gave up 4 base hits. 2 hits in the inning where St. Mary's scored the run. 2 hits in the 6th inning when they scored 2, but that was helped out by 2 errors. She's walked 5, 1 in each of the last 5 innings. None of the walks, 4 of them came with 2 outs. None of them had anything to do with the game. Hit foul. One led off, or one was with 1 out. The others were with 2 outs and meant absolutely nothing to the scores. Porozinski has come up huge for St. Mary's yet again. This will be a tough loss for either team. Up and away, the count goes 3-1. Solid shot, knocked down by Catano. Another shot to the third baseman. She knocked it down. If that goes by, it's probably extra bases. She couldn't throw Spogliacki out, so the tying runs at first base with nobody out for Jenna Merlino, who struck out, popped up, last time got a base hit. She was one of the runners on when the walk forced in the go-ahead run. Screaming all over the place. St. Mary's dugout is alive. And now the JV game behind us is over. So the Bridgewater Raynham JV team is lined up next to the Bridgewater dugout, and they're screaming. So it's lively here at Grace Regato Field. She gets the bunt down. They'll throw her out at first. Nice job by Catano. So 1 away, the tying run at second base. I'll get back to you. I'll call you right back. Chop, foul. Leah Johnson is struck out. got a leadoff single in the fourth and scored the one run that tied the game. Last time up, she extended the inning that got them the run to get the lead when she got hit by a pitch. So she's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Off-speed pitch sails wide. So the tying run at second with one out in the top of the seventh. High for a ball. Emma Flaherty is the runner at first. Runner at second for the catcher. Swing and a miss. The count evens at 2. Every pitch big here. Top of the seventh, 3-2 St. Mary's. So it would be a huge win for the Spartans. But they need 2 more outs. It's in for a base hit. Just a little slap over the third baseman's head. Johnson's got her second hit. She's on for the third time. And what do you think? You think she's going to steal second base? I think we're going to have a pinch runner. Oh, Bridgewater not going away. The tying run at third with one out. Kylie Hicks, the left fielder, is singled, struck out swinging. She was the one that walked on that pitch that everybody oohed and out about, 3-2. So pinch runners at first and third for Bridgewater Raynham. And you know they're going to steal second base. What will the Spartans do? Looks like St. Mary's pulling their infield in. Maloney is way in at first. Catano's in at third. How long will the runner stay at first? Tying run at third, go-ahead run at first. Catano charging. Luckily, that ball was foul. It popped over her head. So white knuckle time here at Grace Regato Field. Hit to right field. It gets by the right field. She tried to make the catch and couldn't. They had to hold up to see if it would be caught. One run will score. Hicks comes through with the base hit. Just a sinking ball. Colby made a great try. Holding up was Johnson, or the pinch runner, I should say. And now she hustles in. I think that's Fiat. Still only one out. Now the go-ahead run is at third base. In for a strike. St. Mary's trying to hold on now. Popped up. Catano makes the play. Two away. Sadie Keefe sacrificed. She tripled to left center field to knock in the tying run at the time. Last time up, she flied to left field where it was caught, bobbled, and then caught again. So 2 outs. The go-ahead run at third. Insurance run at first. Missing wide for a ball. Hit foul to the backstop. Everybody holding their breath here. We got a pretty good crowd here. Fouled again. One strike away from getting out of it. One swing of the bat from putting Bridgewater back on top. Hit foul. The lefties have done some damage for Bridgewater. High for a ball. Everybody crossing their fingers. Again, white knuckle time here at Grace Regato Field. Hit to center field. DiBiasio makes the play. But not before Bridgewater Raynham gets on the board. The leadoff hit by Spoxiaki. The sacrifice. The big single to right field by Hicks. And we'll move into the bottom of the 7th in a dead even game. 3 hits in the inning. They were lucky that the runner at first held up thinking Colby might catch that ball, because when it got by her, if they took off thinking it was going to be a base hit, they would have scored from first on the base hit by Hicks to right field. But they held up thinking it might be caught, and that was just enough that they only got to third, and they got stranded there. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for St. Mary's as Bridgewater has battled back into it. St. Mary's scored first. Bridgewater Raynham tied it up. Bridgewater Raynham took a 1-run lead. St. Mary's, thanks to a couple of errors, fought back, got the lead back, and then Bridgewater Raynham. 7th inning magic, started by the catcher, Spoxiaki. Alyssa Grossi has flied to center, walked, and struck out swinging. Low for a ball. We're just coming off. St. Mary's baseball went 10 innings against Arlington Catholic. St. Mary's doesn't score, we'll be going extra innings here. In for a strike, 1-1. So we mentioned Bridgewater Raynham brought a few more fans with the JV game over. Low for a ball, 2-1. Way up, 3-1. So Grossi will be very selective here. They need a base runner. The 3-1 pitch up and coming. Way up for ball 4. First time she's walked the leadoff hitter. Excuse me, first time she's walked the leadoff hitter. 6 walks, none of them have entered into the picture at all. 4 of them came with 2 outs. 1 of them came with 1 out. Now this one comes with no outs. DiBiasio gets the bunt down. They hold on to it. They don't make the play. It's a base hit. First and second, nobody out. Emily Rodriguez lined a double. Line to right. Was called on strikes the last time up. Unless Bridgewater Raynham gets a double play, they're going to face Porozinski in this inning. So old Mr. Momentum changed sides with Bridgewater Raynham getting back into it after St. Mary's took the lead. Now he's halfway back on the St. Mary's side. The winning run at second base with nobody out. Fakes the bunt, takes the pitch for a strike. High pitch over her head, and she bunted it foul. Rodriguez is one of their best hitters, and they're virtually taking the bat out of her hands. This is what happened last time that she struck out. Hits it foul and stays alive. Nice stop again. Boy, Smoxiaki has done a tremendous job behind the plate. She's blocked everything. St. Mary's needs a swing of the bat. Low for a ball. Again, white knuckle time here at Grace Regato Field. 3-3 game, bottom of the 7th, 2-1, nobody out for the Spartans. Trying to win it here. Hit in the right center field for a base hit. They send the runner. St. Mary's is going to win it. Poor Rodriguez comes through with the big hit and wins the game. The leadoff walk. 5 walks in the game. The walk finally hurts. The leadoff walk comes around to score the run. The only walk to score, they had 4 walks prior to this. 5 walks prior to this. The 6th walk comes around and scores the run. They had Rodriguez trying to bunt. Now they're very thankful she couldn't get the bunt down. She couldn't get the bunt down, so she had to swing the bat. And she drilled it into right center field for her second hit. She gets the RBI and wins the game for the Spartans. A big win. Their 3rd in a row. They go to 6-1. Bridgewater Raynham will drop to 503-3. A very tough loss. St. Mary's got a run in the 2nd inning. Rodriguez got the double. A big 2-out hit by Porozinski, and it was 1-0. In the 4th, Johnson led with a single after 2 outs. Keefe got a big triple into left center field, scored the run, made it 1-1. In the 5th, with the bases loaded, 3-2 count, that pitch that everybody oohed and ahed about was called ball 4, forced in the run. After a hit batsman, the walk to Hicks, forced in the run, made it 2-1. St. Mary's in the 6th, helped out by a couple of errors. DiBiasio reached on an error on a ground ball to short. Rodriguez struck out, but Colby got the sacrifice down. They threw it away at first base. DiBiasio, they signaled. She kept all the way around, scored from first. Colby went all the way to 3rd. Porozinski again comes up with a big double to knock in the run to make it 3-2 St. Mary's. Bridgewater Raynham in the 7th. Sponksiaki, who had a great game, swinging the bat and behind the plate as well, got her 2nd hit on for the 3rd time. Pinch runner for her was Flaherty. Sacrificed to 2nd, a base hit, and that was a big play. The hit to right field. Colby looked like she might make the catch. They held the runner up at first. The RBI single by Hicks scored the run, but they held the runner at 3rd because she didn't get a big jump from first base. A pop up to 3rd and a fly to center got St. Mary's out of the inning, but Bridgewater had tied it at 3 apiece in the 7th inning. Grossi picked up her 2nd walk. This one hurt. They had 5 walks in 4 innings, in 5 innings. None of them scored. Most of them were 2 outs. This one led the inning. Grossi went to 2nd when DiBiasio bunted, and she beat it at first base, 1st and 2nd. Rodriguez trying to bunt twice, couldn't get it down, lined the single in the right center field. Grossi scores easily. St. Mary's wins it 4-3 for their 6th win. Bridgewater goes to 3-3. For St. Mary's, Maloney made that very nice play throwing the runner out at the plate earlier in the game. She walked twice. Grossi walked twice, scored the winning run. DiBiasio reached on an error, singled, and scored a big run to tie it up in the 6th inning. Rodriguez had a double, a single, scored the run to give him the lead at 1-0, knocked in the winning run in the 7th inning. Colby got that sacrifice down, went all the way around to get to 3rd on the throwing error to first base, hustling, and she scored on the double by Porozinski, and she did a nice job getting the ball back twice on hits to right field to get them back to the inning, holding runners from scoring. Porozinski had another big game, a single, a double, a walk, knocked in 2 runs. Billy Newhall threw a walk, but she made 2 big plays with runners at 3rd base and 2 outs. She threw out a perfect bunt, looked like, but she made 2 big plays and threw the runner out at first base. Felicia D'Alessandro made a huge play. That ball went off the leg of Cateno that knocked her down. D'Alessandro hustled from behind home plate and threw the runner out at second base, trying to go to second on her infield hit, and it proved to be very big because Sposiaki came up and got a double after that with 2 outs. Would have scored the run, but it didn't because it was 2 outs, and they got to pop up and get out of the inning. So D'Alessandro made a big play. So a very good team effort. Newhall gets the win on the mound. She goes the distance, gives up 3 runs. They were earned. 11 hits, walked 3, struck out 6, but was big when she had to be and made those 2 big plays on bunts with 2 outs and a runner scoring, throwing the runner out of first base. So St. Mary's wins it, rallying a walk, 2 base hits, the big hit by Rodriguez. Knocks in the winning run, Porozinski getting 2 RBI. Grossi scoring the winning run. Rodriguez scoring a run as well with her RBI. And St. Mary's comes from behind twice in the final time in the bottom of the 7th to win it 4-3 over Bridgewater Raynham. They'll go to 6-1. Bridgewater Raynham goes to 3-3. A big win over a Division I team by St. Mary's. So we hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.